college fishing career. We put our heart into this, so it means a lot to us.
16-9.
Starting at Kentucky Lake last year, I never dreamed that we'd be here.
Chance to qualify for the Forest Wood Cup, that's unbelievable.
Taking over the top spot.
A chance to fish against the pros would be unbelievable.
Everything we fish for our lives leads up to this moment.
Whoa! Whoa! Your new leader.
Hey everybody, Jason Harper along with my co-host Trocar Pro Scott Martin. How exciting is it to be at this year's College Fishing National Championship?
I tell you, what an opportunity these teams have today, you know, to be able to win this event. It's a life-changing moment, life-changing for their school, life-changing for them. It's an unbelievable opportunity.
Does it make you want to go back to school?
Absolutely. I'm going to just go back to Florida. University of Florida, can I get on your team?
Listen, it was a hard battle just to get here. It started at the end of last year. You got around 600 bass clubs all over the country, split into 5 different conferences. You take the top 10 teams from each one of those conferences. They come here and battle it out for 3 days. So there's only room for one champion. Let's talk about this lake, Lake Keowee. Remember, these are college students in class. Not a lot of money. Trying to come here and learn a brand new body of water has got to be difficult.
You know, it is. You know, living off bologna sandwich and peanut butter sandwiches and trying to spend as much time as you can out here. You know, this lake sets up a lot like a mini Hartwell. It's a deep, clear water impoundment. It's got a lot of spotted bass in it. It has a pretty good population of largemouth as well. The other thing is the Oconee River Nuclear Power Plant warms part of this lake up, so there could even be a few fish spawning. But you know, the primary targets are going to be deep fishing for spotted bass, and the dark horse is if guys can figure out how to catch big largemouth, they could run away with this thing.
Anytime you mention a mixed bag with spotted and smallies, some of those guys that can bring a couple of those largemouth in, they're probably going to be the guys that stay on top of the leaderboard.
It is. You know, anytime you're fishing a lake that has a dominant spotted bass population and you can mix in a few nice thicker largemouth or a complete limited largemouth, those are the guys that are going to be hard to beat. And trying to figure out how to do that, there's 2 different approaches. Spotted bass, you catch them on finesse tactics mostly, drop shots, shaky heads, things like that. The largemouth, they're up shallow, muddy water, big crankbaits, jigs, docks, things like that. So this is going to be an interesting tournament, and the guys that win this event are going to be really figuring it out. It's going to be a really awesome moment for them.
Both of our largemouth came within a foot of water, and all our spots came deeper.
All right, some interesting stories developing after day number 1. Let's go back to last year. Defending champs, University of Louisiana Monroe. They bring in 16 pounds, 9 ounces after day 1. They got the pressure, the momentum carried over from last year, but my gosh, they had to face Mother Nature. Cold, rain, wind, all that kind of good stuff, and they still came out on top. But hot on their heels, some West Coast representation.
West Coast!
California State University, Monterey Bay. But what is it about these West Coast guys that seem to be doing really well out here?
I tell you what, anytime we have one of these championships on a clear water impoundment, West Coast guys are going to represent. You know, out west, they're fishing deep, they're fishing for spotted bass. These guys are experts on their electronics, expert with light line, and that's what's going to win this event, or really can play a big part of it, is consistency. So catching a nice limit of spots and then trying to mix in a few largemouth, that's a pretty good game plan.
I know the West Coast is always crossing their fingers. We've yet to have a West Coast national champion, so this year could be the year. Let's talk about local knowledge. That always plays a factor in a tournament like this. The closest guys would be the team from Young Harris College. Finished in 3rd after day 1. About an hour and a half away from here. We hear they have like 200 waypoints on their GPS. So what is local knowledge? How does that play into this?
Well, I tell you what, local knowledge is important. You know, it's good to be able to know what this lake's doing, and having 200 waypoints can be a very big benefit, or it can be a hindrance a little bit. But if they get on the right game track this morning and they start making good decisions and start running the right waypoints, then they can do well. But you can get spun out and start fishing too fast, start thinking about the next place before you're done fishing the first place. So management is key on this type of deal.
Interesting. All right, it could be a blessing and curse for the Young Harris guys. Well, it is day number 2, cut day. We narrow the field from 49 teams down to the top 10. Those 10 will fish the 3rd and final day. Again, only room for 1 trophy, 1 champion. They get to punch their ticket to this year's Forest Wood Cup for $500,000 to fish against the best guys on the planet. So we're going to cut the field. Let's head out to day 2 action. Mother Nature always loves to get in on the game. Let's see how things shape up today.
Fishing pretty small fish, but they're further back into the coves than what we thought they originally were. We tried fishing secondary points and stuff like that, but they're all the way in the back of the creeks.
I don't know if we can produce 16 pounds like we did yesterday, but we're sure enough going to try. Just got to put it right on their face. It's the only way they'll bite.
We're swinging for the fences. There's
no baits like these right here.
There's no playing safe about this. We're trying to win. We aren't trying to get top 5 or nothing like that. I mean, if you're not first, you're last, basically, because I mean, this is the championship. There's nothing after this.
I'm not worried about any of them because I know that consistency is what's going to win this, and consistency's tough on this lake. 16-pound bag the first day, and I don't know if they can do it again. We've basically just been running spots that I've known for years that have, you know, they've always got fish on them year-round. And I fish shallower than most people in this lake, or most of the locals anyways. It seems like these college guys are focusing all shallow.
We've come so far from Guntersville then to Wheeler to actually be here on our senior years, and this is one of my last tournaments. He's got a few more to go. I don't have that many. It's an honor to be this far. It's just going to be an even bigger honor if we can make it to the top.
Net.
To me, baby.
He's not a big one, but he'll help. There you go.
Here you go.
Number 2 in the boat on old Pinky.
We fished hard yesterday, and that's the same thing we're going to do today. I mean, we're going to stick with what we know. Only had one day of practice. We eliminated a lot of water and found some good about six spots, and that's what we're going to be hitting all day today, and just grinding it out.
This lake, compared to California lakes, is quite similar. When we were practicing at a local lake that I like to go down to, Lake Nacimiento, and when we practiced, I knew there were going to be flat sloping points way out here, and we try to target the same stuff that we thought we were going to target here, and it kind of helped us there. This is true fishing back home. You find bait, sometimes you don't find fish. You find bait here, you're finding fish. That's the thing.
Just put it on a fluke here, try and change it up a little bit.
First thing in the morning, the schooling bass are coming up and feeding on that shad, and I'm throwing a umbrella rig, homemade umbrella rig around, and he's throwing a single swimmer or also another homemade umbrella rig, and we're getting them to come up through the school, and they're chasing our umbrella rigs and hitting them. And I just got bit again. Gone, tail gone.
FLW College Fishing is brought to you by Straight Talk. Same phones, same networks, half the cost. Walmart. Save money, live better. Rayovac. Last as long and cost less. Folgers. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Experience more at evinrude.com. And by Kellogg's. From great starts come great things.
We've gotten 3 fish in the boat, missed a couple bites. Just kind of grind them out today, though. It's what we did yesterday.
Welcome back to day 2 of the FLW College Fishing National Championship here on Lake Keowee in Seneca, South Carolina. 49 teams are facing the same chilly and rainy conditions, and they're all looking to find 5 bass despite Mother Nature's obstacles.
Being from Nebraska, the weather didn't really, I fished in a lot colder conditions than this. Didn't really affect me too much, but just kind of hoping to run into the right pot of them when they're pulled up.
Lake Keowee is in the northwest corner of the state and fishes very similar to the larger Lake Hartwell to the south. Primarily a spotted bass fishery, there are plenty of largemouth bass that can help a team add some serious weight to their bag.
There you go. Told you these fish are here. They're suspended.
Cal State Monterey Bay is doing okay in the rain, but for a lot of the teams, the leaderboard has been hard to climb as the pre-spawn patterns have moved these bass all over the place. This has impacted Hardin Simmons the most as they fell completely out of the top 10 today.
Randy, I'm thinking the only way we're fishing tomorrow is if we catch about 2 5-pound largemouth, or it just turns on. This lake is completely different than any lake that we fish where we're from. I've never had 8-pound fluorocarbon on any rod I think I've ever owned, and I have it on
my jerkbait rod, I've got it on my spinning rod. It's just not something we're comfortable with. Fish, little bitty one here. Ain't even gonna keep. Well, think he'll keep.
Nope. That ain't gonna cut it.
While things don't seem to be looking up for Hardin Simmons, the local school Young Harris is holding steady.
A lot of the herring are dying off, and that's the reason this jerkbait bite is going on pretty good. The fish are coming up and just, you know, slowly moving around. There's no telling where they'll be. They just follow schools of bait around. Net. Sitting right in the brush pile, right where he was supposed to be. Dropped it down and just loaded up. He's not very big, but it feels like he'll keep. I see him. There you go. There's another 2-pounder, and he fell off the hook. Consistency is what's going to pay off, and if I can make it to the next day, then I'll swing for the fences.
Oh, is that a bite?
Yeah, that was a bite.
The last weekend of practice, we was able to kind of get on a little pattern. We caught one spot off of a point on a jig, and I knew I should be able to get a bite on a jig. And then it kind of clicked, like, hey, just fish like you fish at home.
We're trying to look for the flat points, and usually just dragging a jig and just hitting any rubble or any structure that the contours, and just waiting for that bite.
We caught these fish this morning in about 10 or 12 foot of water on jigs.
Yep.
Pretty good spot here.
We did a bunch of research, stuff online. Everything told us that 12 pounds a day will get you real far, and that fish are typically a lot deeper than most lakes of fish. So marked as many little brush piles out on these humps and main lake points as we could, and we literally would just run from one hump to the next. There's a brush pile.
Oh my goodness. Got him. Big one.
Good one?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Freaking smoked it. Joey's on the other side. Giant.
Oh!
That should get rid of that 14-incher we got.
GPS and sonar technology have had a big impact on the way anglers fish today. Lowrance has some of the most advanced units out on the water, and along with Insight Genesis mapping, they've announced the 2014 Insight Genesis College Cup program that schools are getting involved in so they can earn valuable prizes.
The Insight Genesis mapping is a cool program that you upload your maps that you create out on the water. You upload them to the cloud, then you download them and we send them back to you. And what that does is when you get it back, it has 1 foot contours, it has bottom depth difference, it also has bottom hardness, and it also has vegetation available that you can't see on any other programs that are out there. And we made this program available to the college anglers at a no-cost thing. What you do is you take your Lowrance depth finder when you're out fishing and you hit the record button and record the depth and contours onto a small SD card that you've inserted into your depth finder. And then once you get home, then you insert it into your computer and upload it to the cloud. You can preview it, and after you preview it, you send it to us, and then we send it back to you within 15 to 20 minutes, and you have a detailed map. The biggest thing we're doing is try to help you pre-fish. So if you come to a body of water such as we're at today at Lake Keowee and you've never fished here before, you can also, as a member of the Insight Genesis, you can download the maps that are already available out there to the public. The Lowrance College Cup Insight Genesis program was developed to help college anglers win up to $100,000 in product. We have monthly winners, and also we have team winners. This Insight Genesis mapping is the best mapping that's available for the college anglers, for the pro anglers, for just the everyday weekend anglers also.
The University of Clemson were the winners of the monthly Insight Genesis College Cup program by recording over 5,000 acres of sonar logs on Lake Keowee. Team member Isaac Nesbitt won the individual prize of a brand new Lowrance HDS 12.
Big fish, 15 pounds, 13 ounces, a new leader, 24 pounds, 5 ounces.
something we really felt we could do better, so that's why we capitalized today and really came out on top.
14 pounds even, puts you at 23.5.
We're going to have to work hard in the first hour or two in the morning and try and get some fish in the box and then go around and chase big fish for the remainder of the day.
12 pounds, 14 ounces. The Tigers from Auburn representing.
It's just awesome to be able to carry on that tradition and continue to show up at the national championship since we've been here every year since FLW college fishing started.
After 2 days, the top 10 teams who will go out for a chance at the FLW College Fishing National Championship is lined up and ready to go.
Everyone's in it right now. I think the difference between first and 10th is just under 4 pounds. So one of the teams got a 7-1. So, I mean, one bite, everyone's in it right now. So, and everyone that's in it right now can fish this lake. So everyone's a threat.
We've been told 12 pounds a day would do it, but I think with the weather warming up and the largemouth bite turning on, it's going to take a little more, maybe 13, 14.
Definitely going to do some deep shaky heading. So we're going to be out there a little bit deeper than most people are, I think, and then we'll move to shallow later if we need to.
It's the final day of the 2014 FLW College Fishing National Championship presented by the Lowrance Insight Genesis College Cup, and each team has a plan for how to secure a victory. Besides winning a brand new Ranger Z117, the winning team gains entry into the 2014 Forest Wood Cup, where they will compete with the likes of Scott Martin. Speaking of Scott, he's with our leaders right now.
Hey, I'm here with Louisiana Monroe teammates Brian Eaton and Nick Ledart. Nick, you guys have led this thing in the cold, in the rain, and conditions today are going to be a complete 180. Do you expect to have to change things up a little bit?
We're going to have to change things up a little bit, but I think yesterday it started out raining and cloudy and cold, but yesterday evening it warmed up, the sun came out, and our fish started biting. It's supposed to be sunny from the get-go this morning, so I feel all right.
You know, Brian, you guys are the defending national champions. And what would this victory mean for you and your school?
It meant a lot to us. You know, our guys last year went on in Arkansas on Beaver Lake last year, and to bring it back home to all our fans that support us, our family and friends out there that just give us all the support and love in the world to us. And I think it mean a lot to our school and our town that they all know who we are now because of the fishing team, ULM. So I think it mean a lot to us.
That's great. I tell you what, these guys, can they keep the lead? Can Louisiana Monroe pull it off? There is some stiff competition on their heels, and you know as well as I do, anything can happen in bass fishing.
Fog's so thick, I don't have any waypoints on my graph, so I really don't know where I'm at. I'm not in my primary area. No, it's going to be a slow bite this morning. I don't know what it is about fog, but it makes the fish not bite too good. It's been that way my whole life. I never have figured out how to catch them in the fog. But what better day to learn? That wind would just pick up a little bit. That has been our key all week. When that wind was howling, the fish were chewing.
Keowee is quite a bit different than most of the lakes in Minnesota. Most of the time around the Midwest and northern states, you're looking for a lot of grass and stuff like that. Keowee's got none of it. These reservoirs are just a totally different beast to uncover. This is actually the point where I got a few good ones yesterday. Just a long, deep point that has a couple little flats on it.
Got one. That's a good one.
More like 100 yards from where we caught him yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Nice one, dude. Real nice one.
Oh!
Good start.
Woo! That's how I like to start my mornings.
Solid 2.5 pound fish. That's really what we need.
We're looking for 5 of these.
This lake is two sides. It's two different lakes in one. You got your warmer water, your colder water. Some fish are doing things that the other fish just aren't. So there's a lot of different techniques you can do. Everybody's got their technique out there that can work. Keep fishing, keep pounding and keep at it.
Definitely a steep drop off. We're sitting in 52 foot right now. Like I said, we're casting to probably 5 to 10 feet of water and just trying to fish the rock down there,
We caught a few here each day.
We caught a couple, just not the giants we were looking for. Watch out, watch out.
Let's just stick them.
Oh, snapped bit him off.
You snapped it?
Snapped it.
Oh, was it a fish for sure?
I think so.
Oh.
Snapped the knot.
No. Beautiful knot.
Oh my gosh. Tyler, you're killing me. Tyler, that was your knot, man.
The one thing you don't want to have happen on the final day is to have a missed fish because of something you did. It's a hard lesson for slippery rock. On the other end of the spectrum, the University of Minnesota is starting strong.
Got him.
Woohoo! He likes it.
Yeah, it'll keep. Strangely enough, this is like the first time we've caught two fish in the same spot. Let me throw it back.
I have no doubt that they're here. I'm seeing a few on the graph, but they're not wanting to play yet.
So we're waiting on that sun to come out. Anything we get before that sun gets nice and high is a bonus.
I see them over there, Ty.
Where at? Look, get over there.
Welcome back to the 2014 FLW College Fishing National Championship, where it's been a slow start to the final day, but now the team from West Virginia is on the board.
That's the deal. That's the deal.
5 or 6 of our 10 fish so far have came from this pocket back here that we're working our way into. The wind has just been hammering down in here all week, and it has so much bait loaded up back in here that these fish are schooling in here, and there's new fish moving in every night, and it's refilling for us every day, so this is probably our most key area.
The morning's been kind of slow so far. We got fish all over the graph and bait all up in here. We've been in here every morning of the tournament, and with like 5 other boats. And today we had it to ourselves. The fish are just kind of acting funny in here. They bite only for like a few seconds at a time, it seems like. Our guys last year won it, following Brett. Everyone knows who we are now. I mean, we're a pretty big name in fishing, and coming into it on a lake like this, one that we've never seen before, it's a lot of pressure.
It would mean a lot to our program and a lot to our school. You know, our school leans on clubs like this. We're not big into sports and stuff like that, so our school leans on that, and I feel like our community leans on that too. So it'd be good not only for us, for our school, but for our community as well. Got him. Good one. Oh, how good. I think I had 2 on there for a second. Felt a lot. Yeah. Oh. Cast her there.
Largemouth. It's a good sign.
There you go.
The defending champs are happy to land that keeper as they're trying to hold on to their slim lead. Meanwhile, the team from up north, the University of Minnesota, is getting hot at the right time. They got off to a quick start this morning with back-to-back keepers, and now they have their eye on a trip to the Cup.
It'd be awesome. Chance at the Forestwood Cup is unreal.
To head to the Forestwood Cup and meet some of the guys who I've been looking up to all my life fishing, it'd be awesome.
Another good one. All right. What do you mean, all right?
All right. I mean, looks good.
Yeah, it might not be that nice.
All right. Keep away from that motor. Need another 14, 15-inch fish. 3 in. It's not a decent one.
Put them up.
There you go. On our way to a win.
I don't think we've caught 3 fish off the spot.
We haven't. I know for a fact we haven't.
We've been going to the same places and catching some decent fish. And first day was better than the second day. Second day we actually had to back up and drop shot a little bit offshore. We're not doing that today. We're going big. We're staying shallow all day. They're moving up. We're going to have some sunshine, and we should come out good. We found some monsters in practice. I mean, they were sitting in 3 foot of water schooling on a clump of bait, basketball goal size, and it was 3 to 7 pound largemouth just sitting there. Come up, get 3 at a time, and then just sit right underneath them. I mean, we just drifted in like 15 feet from them, just sat there and watched them eat. There's no reason to cast in because, I mean, we just knew that net. Long cast to the riprap. He probably came up from 20 foot deep to get it. Probably a 8-second pause. As soon as I twitched it, I saw my line jump, and he was there. The baits just moved up on this riprap, and these spots move in here and eat them up for the first little bit of daylight. And it's only they leave here. I'm not sure where they go. I think they go deep.
It's been such a challenge because the fish are constantly changing. Yesterday, as soon as the rain stopped and the wind died down about 9 o'clock yesterday morning, our fish quit biting, so then we had to run around. Went about 4 hours without a bite. Finally got our 5th keeper about 11 o'clock. These fish move more than anything I've ever seen. Auburn's been in every national championship since FLW college fishing started. And we've had so many seconds, thirds, fourths, starting with Jordan Lee, Matt Lee, Shea Baker. All the old guys are done graduated now. We've been so close. I wish we could bring it home. Auburn deserves it. This fog makes it so hard to run around. We've got a lot of spots, but it's so hard to find them. So we're just gonna have to junk fish until the fog gets out of here and we can run around the lake, cover some water. You miss one? Did you break your leader?
Dude, like, yeah, up at the top of the knot. Like, he snatched it that hard, so I must have had a nick in it. Can't have that today.
I think in order to win, you're going to have some largemouth. I could be wrong, but we hadn't caught a spotted bass over 2 pounds yet, so I feel like whoever wins today is going to have a good bag of largemouth.
15 pound will give us like a confidence, and there is a shot to win. If we go in there with 10 pounds, I know we're not going to win.
There's no room for babies here. We got to have some big fish. So that's what the plan is.
Welcome back to the 2014 FLW National Championship. College fishing is all about working together as a team to find and catch the bass. It's also about how you help each other through adversity.
It's there. Got him. Off. He came off. You smoked it, too. It's the first fish we lost all week.
It's the first lost fish for Minnesota, but the Gophers have moved up into the top spot on the strength of their run of keepers earlier in the day. For the Auburn Tigers, it's been a day of struggles.
That is just incredible. I can see my bait in at least 15 feet of water right now.
For me personally, I mean, I'm just not used to fishing a clear body of water. I mean, most of the places I go, I've fished the Coosa River chain mainly, and there's a lot of stain to it, and just you don't have to fool them as bad. I mean, they just get a look at it and hit it. Down here, they actually get a really good look at your lure, and it's really hard for them when they know that it's not the real thing, so that's just the tough part for me.
That's always been my biggest struggle ever since I started, was whenever the wind quit blowing, what to do. That's why I switched to a rod with, like, this is 8-pound test. I'm trying to fish a smaller line. The water temp's climbing. It's up to 55 degrees. Good one. Good one. God. Woo, baby. Giant, come on. Get in the boat. Get him, get him. Woo! Yes, yes. Boom. Boom. Big one. Woo! Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Let's go, let's go.
Woo! And just like that, we're back in the game.
Auburn knows just how quickly things can change in bass fishing. Austin Felix and Chris Bergen know that as well, and they're adapting to the conditions.
I'm dragging a roller jig about as slow as you could possibly do it. And guys back home will tell you that I fish a lot slower than most people, but this is even ridiculous for me most of the time. You're just basically counting every rock as you bounce it over it. There seems to be a little rock spine or something right there where it's a little rougher. And that's where I got that fish that I just lost here a moment ago. And got him that time. Coming right at the boat. Big one.
That's what I like to hear. You want me to get him on the right or the left?
I don't know. He's so far down right now. He's probably going to come on the other side. Give it a boat.
Woo!
Oh, help.
God, it's been a while.
I only had to hook him like 5 times to get him in the boat.
If we learned one thing from this tournament, it is to keep fishing. We have rallied both days to catch our fish. On the first day, we caught a fish in the last cast before we had to go in. And then day 2, we caught 3 in the last 45 minutes before we had to go back in. So even if we are having a slow morning and aren't catching them, we know it can happen at any moment.
Right now, we're just looking to fill our limits, so we still have none in the boat, so we're just kind of doing what we can to see if we can get bit and fill our limits. So definitely had to stop here again and give it another shot. That's a big key too when I've been fishing, is just looking at the birds. I mean, I know you've heard pros doing it too. You just follow the bird and then that's where the bait is.
Got him.
Easy. Don't force him. He's a good one. He's a good one. Don't force him. Don't force him.
He's coming up. He's coming up.
Easy does it. There's one.
Sweet.
Good job. We'll
First
take
one.
that.
We got the. That's a. Not that big, but.
Not that big, but we'll take it.
Thank God. He's
Good
12.
job, Ty.
He's 12.
Oh yeah, he's 12.
He's a little guy.
We'll take it. Take it.
First one. Look how little it is, but it's okay. It's our first fish. I'll take this little thing.
Breaking the bagel feels good for the Rock, but they aren't alone in finding Keowee tough today. The locals from Young Harris may be fishing too much history, and so far only have one fish.
These fish are behind big time. If we'd had some decent weather and some sun, we'd be catching them on bed right now. But even if we find some, they're going to be very skittish.
You know, we watched the forecast and we knew if we could make it to the day, that sun was going to give us hopefully an advantage. But that weather yesterday, dropping the lake temperature, hurt a little bit, but we were able to pull it off to make it to the sunshine. Maybe that's the money. You got to get right there at it. Toss one in.
Net.
You sure do.
I see him there.
Well, you hoss him on in here to me.
I'm just going to take it easy on him. This is every one's a big one in this. He's not hooked good. I see him there. Large mouth.
Oh man, he was just barely hooked.
Well, I'm glad I took it easy on him, man.
Pull the hook out of my hand, thank you.
All right.
You want to give him a kiss this time?
No. I don't want no loving.
FLW College Fishing is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Castrol, it's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering. Mercury Marine, 75 years of marine excellence. Find, navigate, dominate with Lowrance. Motor Guide, introducing the new XI5 and Pinpoint GPS. And by Chevy, brought to you by the all-new 2014 Chevy Silverado.
There you go. I told you I saw a fish. Boom, son.
That boy, that boy, that boy.
The sun is high in the sky and things are heating up here at the 2014 FLW College Fishing National Championship.
Shaking like a leaf right now.
Breathe.
Oh, man, just twitching.
Just a few hours remain out on the water for the 10 college teams to find the best bass that Lake Keowee has to offer, all in hopes of winning a national championship.
Fish? Yep. Oh my gosh, look at all of them with it, dude.
I know, I see him. He got the good one that was back there.
After a slow start to the day, West Virginia has powered back into contention, landing a solid third keeper. The Gophers from Minnesota have finessed 5 keepers into their boat and are in the lead. Starting the day in second place, Slippery Rock has dropped out of the top 5 with only 2 small fish thus far.
Net.
The Mountain Lions from Young Harris aren't giving up easy and have just landed their 4th keeper of the day. The Louisiana Monroe Warhawks are looking to repeat as national champions, but they only have 3 in the box and are going to have to get more to get back on top.
Today's route worked out as well as we could possibly ask it to. With the exception of about a 3 or 4 hour lull from 8 to 11 o'clock where we had our 3 fish in the boat. We were getting kind of nervous for a little while, but
good one. It's a state record.
oh, he's jumping. Oh my gosh. It's a monster. Might be the biggest one we've got all week. Oh, dude, it's a freaking monster.
Schema, there it is. Woo! Yeah!
He's north of 3, that's for sure.
That's what we need.
We've been getting down a lot, but we hadn't quit yet at all, but we hadn't doubted yet either, but today's just been real slow to get that fish like that here in the last hour. Maybe it'll push us through.
It's anybody's game. It's just whoever gets the bites. I mean, the fish are in everybody's spots. Everybody's been here a week, so everybody knows where the fish are at. It's just who gets them the bite.
This time, sure. This time, sure.
Play them down, play them down, down. Down, let them jump up there.
What is that?
Smallmouth. No, it's a spot. Bring them up. Yeah, a lot of line. A lot of line.
Yes.
Making a rally, boys. Making a rally. Oh, my goodness.
The defending champs are making a charge, but it's the boys from West Virginia who have found the honey hole.
It's a south-facing pocket, and the wind's been blowing in it all week, and it has a bait fish stuck back in there, and they're just stacked up underneath of it, and you can go in and get them, you know, a couple at a time.
There he is. There he is.
He hit as soon as I got to the corner of the dock.
Oh. There's another one down there, too.
Give me some, son.
There's another one down there.
See, you don't ever put your head down.
With the sun out, the fish have really started biting here in the final hour, and it's anyone's game to win. The final weigh-in is next. Don't go away.
We've had a fun run, though. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
We're back at the 2014 FLW College Fishing National Championship, presented by the Lowrance Insight Genesis College Cup.
I'm happy with the day. I can't complain, that's for sure. We got 5 fish each day, and you can't complain about that.
We made it a good run after the 2 days of bleeding, so let the scales aside, I guess.
I'm a little worried with this sun though and things heating up if the largemouth bite turned on. I know those guys, they've definitely got the ability to go out and get them.
It's also time to see who won the high school national championship. Coming out of the Western Conference, Frankie Mueller and Shane Edgar from Kingman Academy and Sandra Day O'Connor High School, your high school national champions for 2014. And then the college anglers take the stage, with Young Harris currently in the hot seat and holding the lead. They jumped from 14th to 4th place yesterday. You guys welcome Ed and Matt representing West Virginia University.
How many fish do you have in the bag?
We got 5.
Limit. Okay, here we go. Looking for 7 pounds and 8 ounces to take the lead from Young Harris College. New leaders, 11 pounds and 1 ounce of Lake Keowee bass. Great job, guys.
Oh! Got him. Yeah! They jumped from 7th place into the 3rd spot yesterday. Welcome Austin and Chris, the Golden Gophers from University of Minnesota.
Wow, that's a good sack of fish right there, man. You come into today in 3rd place with 23 pounds and 7 ounces. West Virginia watches on. They are the current leaders with 34 pounds and 6 ounces. So when all the math is done, it's simple. You need 11 pounds even. 5 bass limit worth 14 pounds and 1 ounce. You guys are the new leaders. Let's see some fish. You put yourself in the lead. You dethrone West Virginia University, and there are just 2 teams left.
Next team coming to the stage. They jumped from 18th all the way into 2nd place yesterday with the biggest bag of the day. Slippery Rock University.
To take the lead and knock them out of the hot seat, you need 13 pounds and 4 ounces. Slippery Rock University has today 2 bass that'll weigh 2 pounds and 7 ounces. Moves you guys to 6th place.
Go. These guys won this tournament last year. Can they win back-to-back? You guys welcome to the stage Brian and Nick representing University of Louisiana Monroe.
The University of Louisiana Monroe has led every day of this tournament so far to dethrone the University of Minnesota and claim the national championship. To win this title, you'll need 12 pounds and 10 ounces, 12-10. Here we go. The University of Louisiana Monroe needs 12 pounds and 10 ounces. They have 4 today worth 7 pounds, 14 ounces, your national champions, the University of Minnesota.
Wow! Your 2014 FLW College Fishing National Champions, the Gophers. Man, how stoked are you right now?
This is a dream come true. I can't even believe it right now.
At what point did you think today, man, we actually have a shot at this thing?
Man, I stuck 2 right in a row. 2 pretty big ones, and I thought if we can catch a couple more, we can put this thing together.
What do you attribute the last 3 days?
Fishing deeper than everybody else. We were trying to just get a consistent bag, or we thought if you got 12 pounds a day, you could have a chance to put yourself right there to win. And so we stayed out deep all week, caught nothing but spots. When the sun came out, we were pretty worried that somebody might stick another one of those giant largemouth and knock us off, but I guess we just dodged a bullet on that one.
The Golden Gophers out of Minnesota are your 2014 College Fishing National Champions. Here are the final results for what turned out to be a wild and crazy championship. The Gophers end up besting the Mountaineers of West Virginia by just over 3 pounds. Our thanks to Mountain Lakes Convention and Visitors Bureau. If you'd like more fishing information, just go to our website, flwoutdoors.com. For everyone here at FLW College Fishing, thanks for watching.